Okay guys, this video is going to be based on how to change the U-joint bellow and exhaust bellow. Okay, first thing you do, you go on your boat, put the boat in forward gear. Okay, but once you're at that stage and you take out the whole alpha 1 and everything, okay, this is just the point where I'm cutting a lot of parts because this is where everybody's having a trouble area. Okay, taking out the alpha 1 is easy. Okay, now we're at the exhaust bellow. Okay, here's the U-joint. It is the exhaust bellow. U-joint, all you have to do is once you want to replace and put it back on, okay, you put some adhesive around it. All you have to do for this one, this is 1998, okay, so you don't need one of those clamps. All you have to do is just put your hand in here and you start yanking on it on each corners, all the 4 corners side. It'll go in and you'll hear a clip. Okay, that part is easy, very simple. Okay, now comes to the tricky part. Okay, everybody's having problem with this exhaust bellow. Even I did too, to be honest with you. It took me over a week. Okay, but it didn't take me over a week to do it every time. It only takes me a few minutes to put it on. Okay, I use one of this metal that I bought. It's a 1/4 inch, and I have one washer in there with 2 nuts. Okay, I bought some zip tie and I have some wires. Okay, all I had to do, you don't actually need this. In the beginning I was using this only. This was just to pull the bellow into place, which is very easy. With this tool, I gotta admit, I learned that from one of the guys on YouTube. It's very easy. However, there's a problem. Okay, everybody could put this on. Let's say you could put this on. Okay, it goes in, everything is fine. Now is the tightening it. Everybody tightens in it, but then you always get these guys saying my U-joint bellow, my exhaust bellow keep falling off. There's a reason why. I finally figure out why, and this is where I'm going to show you guys that I guarantee you it's not going to come off. The reason why, even though I haven't tested this boat yet, but I have tested the the exhaust bellow. I have tested already by lifting this thing all the way up already, okay, earlier, that it didn't come off. Every time, the past week, when I tighten this, it starts to loosen. The adhesive starts to slide off, and it keeps coming off every freaking time. So I looked at the old one. The old one is very good. There's nothing wrong with it. But because I saw somebody put so much tape on here, so when I bought the boat, I thought he's trying to cover up something. So basically, anyhow, look at this. He didn't even put any adhesive. And there's no water coming in or out of it. Everything was fine. Okay, it worked perfectly. So now, another thing I learned, you don't even have to put adhesive on this side. Okay, when you put into the bell housing. Because I know he did it and there was no water coming in. It worked fine. Okay, as you can see, there's a metal clip right here. Okay, I took it off already. There's still a mark here. This metal part, okay, when you buy the bellow housing, it has to stay on the bottom, not on the top. The reason for being on the bottom, when you clip this in, there's 2 little sharp area. This causes to stick to the housing. If you have this in like this, there's nothing here that's holding it. That's why it keeps slipping off. Another thing, when this clip comes into this place, I had this like this over the clip. That's how the clip came. So I put this over and I tried to tighten it with adhesive. Okay, and what happened? This thing keeps slipping towards this way as I'm tightening it. See, it slips down and it pulls. The more you tighten it, it pulls in, and it slips off. Okay, so what did I do? I realized one thing. I took this old one that has a clip here. I double clipped it underneath my new one, which I'm going to show you in a bit. And I had this, okay, the ring, go underneath these clips. So basically it's right up to this line. And I just gave it with a needle nose plier, just clipped it a little bit just to give it a little strength in it. Okay, once you had it like this, okay, you start tightening this thing very tight, it ain't gonna slip off. It's not gonna slip off. Okay, but when I was doing this, I was being more cautious, even though I have the clip there, just to be on the precaution. When this everything's in place, I'm gonna show you in a bit underneath. All I did was put the screwdriver right here just to keep it in place, and the other hand with my screw driver with this, okay, with an 8mm, at the same time I just gave it a touch. This is more strength than a flathead screwdriver, okay? Now let me get underneath just to show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so this rubber part, okay, from here to here, it's only 7/8, okay? I made the whiteout. That is at 1 inch, okay? Now normally, if you didn't do all this correctly, that you think you did all correctly, which I did too, when you push this up, okay, that rubber is gonna start sliding. But you can see, okay, the big C clip is underneath the silver clip. Okay, it's underneath it. And it's right at the mark of the white line. It hasn't moved. All you have to do is just pull this up with all this enforcement, but you don't have to use the zip tie and this wire. Okay, you can just use this, because sooner or later you're gonna need this anyway. It's a 1/4 inch, and get 2 bolts, 2 screws, I mean, with the washer. Okay, once you pull it in to the bell housing, bend this, keep that in place, okay, bend this so it stays in locked, the housing still, and when you push this up, you don't need another person. All you have to, the more you just clip this up, it won't move, because that washer is actually pulling onto it, okay? And the screw is just right underneath here. You can just put it by hand with a gun and screw it in, and it'll stay one place right now. And if you have adhesive, just let it sit for a bit, but it's not gonna move. Even though with adhesive it's not gonna move, because that's how I did it. Okay, I did this over weeks and weeks, and I kept doing it, trying to take it out. I figured I wasted even 2 bottles of adhesive because I thought I did something wrong. Anyhow, this is the best way to do it. That's why I find. Okay, all right guys, to end this video, if any questions or comment, please leave it below. Other than that, peace.